What's going on, motivators? We got another video. First off, I want to say thanks to everyone who has subscribed so far. The BVP channel have been monetized. Again, none of this would have been possible without you. From the first day, we've started with 1 subscribers and now over 1,000 subscribers. Appreciate it. It means a lot. I'm still new to this whole process. I'll be putting out some more information as far as the channel and the community and how it goes. Again, appreciate it. Much thanks to everyone who have helped my channel grow. All right, let's get into this.
Waters off of Iran have now been working to restore safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz. They are implementing the humanitarian project, which President Trump now called Project Freedom. He announced it yesterday. CENTCOM posted this today. As a first step, 2 U.S.-flagged merchant vessels have successfully transited through the Strait of Hormuz and are safely headed on their journey. Iran state-run media this morning claimed the Revolutionary Guard hit a U.S. warship with 2 missiles. CENTCOM said, no, that did not happen.
I mean, plain and simple, who are we going to believe? Are we going to believe Iran or are we going to believe the United States? I mean, nothing so far has shown the United States is being untruthful. Everything from the Iranians has shown that they're the ones who is touting lies.
Iran did shoot down, or it had to shoot down 3 missiles offshore as a 4th splashed into the water. We understand those may have come from Iran. Brian Yenis is live for us in Tel Aviv, Israel with the latest. So Brian, some breaking news last hour, a lot going on where you are today.
No doubt about it, Harris. And so for the first time since this U.S.-Iran ceasefire was brokered 4 weeks ago, Iran is actually initiating attacks right now. We know that the United Arab Emirates missile defense system is activated. 4 missiles were fired from Iran to the UAE. 3 were shot out of the air, intercepted over the sea. The 4th.
Yeah, so they're going after the UAE, not military targets from the United States. These people, they're insane because they know what's happening right now. The UAE is getting rid of the idea of being part of OPEC. So now Iran is being scared right now.
Dana, good morning. Well, just breaking in the last few minutes, the United Arab Emirates is now accusing Iran of hitting with 2 drones, striking an empty oil tanker as it made its way through the Strait of Hormuz. An attack again by 2 Iranian drones. At the same time, South Korea says it is now working to verify that one of its vessels was also attacked by Iran. Now, this comes as Iran is warning the United States not to interfere in the Strait of Hormuz or else.
Iran is going out of control. They're just blasting everything. And they're about to lose, which they are already, that power they have in the Middle East. They see it's coming to an end. This is what people who see they're losing start doing. They're provoking and trying to attack anybody who's not into what's going on. It's the United States, but they're taking advantage, just like a bully. They're taking advantage of their next door neighbors who have nothing to do with what's going on right now. The United States is the ones who's blocking them and destroying their economy.
We also know that Iran has launched drones against the United Arab Emirates, one hitting an oil facility in Fujairah, sparking a fire there. 2 other Iranian drones hit an empty oil tanker as it made its way through the Strait of Hormuz. And at this hour, right now, actually, CENTCOM Navy Admiral Brad Cooper is updating reporters on Project Freedom, the humanitarian effort right now to safely guide an estimated 800 cargo ships and tankers and 20,000 crew members out of the strait. Admiral Cooper says that CENTCOM has defeated multiple Iranian ballistic missile launches, drones, and has sunk 6 Iranian small boats this morning. CENTCOM is strongly advising Iranian forces to stay away.
Like we said it before, and now it's happening. Those little fast boats they got, it about to be known fast after a while. Venezuelans, they found out the hard way. The little fast boats, it got into the bottom of the ocean, right? We have everything to stop what's going on. That's what I'm saying. Everyone who's touting like, oh man, US is losing. We just don't want to go to full attack, and we're doing things differently from prior wars. Prior wars, people don't understand this. Prior wars, you have to go in, destroy, and rebuild. I remember when we went to Iraq, it got completely decimated. We're talking about parliament, the whole administration, roads, agriculture, everything. Guess what we had to do 2-3 years later? We had to bring in civil military affairs, which I was part of. We had to go back and rebuild roads, agriculture, help them rebuild their infrastructure as far as administration. We don't want to do that anymore. This stuff takes forever and a lot of money from the United States and time, right? If you saw how Venezuela happened, although we toppled the top tier government, everything was still in place. So the people itself were never placed in a bad situation where everything is a big demise. Yes, Venezuela was bad and it's high with inflation. What is it, like 600% inflation right now? But the point being is that everything is still intact. With the Americans going back in, with the first flight just happened over the weekend into Venezuela again, straight flight. Embassy reopened. Now the economy is going to jive again. And people are going to start finding jobs versus we have to start back at ground zero. We're trying to do the same thing in Iran. People don't understand this. A lot of people do. A lot of people don't. We are not trying to put the Iranian people in a bad position. Over 90 million of them. We're just trying to take the government out from the top. And if they have to rise up, they rise up. But everything is still intact. So when the new regime comes in, the Iranian people won't suffer.
As it guides ships through what the U.S. is calling an enhanced security area along Oman's territorial waters. So far, at least 2 U.S.-flagged merchant ships have successfully crossed through the strait. Iranian state media, by the way, is now fire. Just moments ago, the commander-in-chief of Iran's army posted on X, every inch of these waters is within the range of our will. The American aircraft carriers with the stealth of radar silence imagined that they could approach the Strait of Hormuz, but our response was fire. Cruise missiles and combat drones took to the skies. The security of this region is Iran's red line. Here is...
Okay, and then we just brought a whole bunch of more carriers and destroyers out there. A whole bunch of carriers and destroyers, right? And we're about to start freeing everybody in the passageway for Operation Freedom. And they can't stop it.
Between the U.S. and Iran, an act of apparent goodwill. Pakistan's foreign minister announcing today an Iranian cargo ship suspected of transporting military equipment seized by U.S. forces last month will be returned to Iran via Pakistan, as well as her 22 crew members. So the blockade of Iranian ports continues. The blockade's been in effect for 3 weeks now. Dana, the goal, as we've heard from the Treasury Department, is economic destruction inside Iran. Some say
destroyed. And now you could see this is like a last straw, right? They look like they're gasping for air. Like, this is a last hope. Iran, like, that's why they're going crazy right now with, like, trying to attack their neighbors.
We are saying the Iranians do not have control of the strait. We have absolute control of the strait. We have blockaded the ships going into or out of Iranian ports. Their economy is in free fall. And everyone says they have the high tolerance for pain. Well, their soldiers will not have a high tolerance for not getting paid.
Attacks from the Iranians this morning, as well as taking out 6 Iranian small boats as it reopens the Strait of Hormuz to commercial.
I think a lot of it, Iran is starting to believe their own hype into what they're saying. I mean, they're saying that, yeah, they're shooting at us and they're taking our stuff down. And U.S. is like, no, that never happened. So, I mean, I'm in the military. I believe that the military is telling the truth. I'd rather believe our side than anything Iran has to say, unless they could provide proof. And all they keep saying, they're touting things, but they have zero evidence to show what they're doing.
Hunkered down in bunkers all over the country. And I don't think they know what's going on. But what is going on is that they're reduced. Their Navy is not a Navy anymore. It's a band of pirates. They are trying to cut off international freedom of navigation through the Strait of Hormuz.
Position because of Iran. Let's watch him here. He was on This Week.
Strategically, we're in many respects, a much worse position. The Strait of Hormuz is blockaded. We're seeing incredible impacts economically in the United States in oil prices, fertilizer prices. The world itself is shuddering under some of these.
Straight up, why would you expect anything different from the Democrats? Democrats see things in one way. It doesn't matter if you show that you have success. All they see is that, yep, it's Trump. It has to be bad. Plain and simple. They want nothing to do with Trump. Yes, we have some pains with the gas in the United States. But I just showed in the last video that we have met a 60-year low as far as unemployment within the country. Growth all-time high in the stock markets and everything. I believe once this is over, the country's going to start flourishing from all the economic implementation policies that they have had in the last year.
I would say, unfortunately, Senator Reid, who had a distinguished military career, has now joined the surrender lobby. That this has been going on for 3 weeks, that the Iranian economy is in free fall. And to be clear here, this is an international humanitarian operation. We are opening the strait. The Iranians do not have control of the strait. And for him to say that, it's sad he believes the Iranian propaganda.
There was this report from the overnight that the United States...
That's what I said. Those people, which side are they on? Are they for America or for the Iran? A lot of things they're saying, it makes you think that they're for our adversaries. I think it's plain and simple. The United States is in charge now. Iran could go ahead and pout and stomp their feet. It's not going to deter what's going on. We are going to free all of those ships that have been stuck in there for almost a month plus now. Right? Over 300 ships, other countries, we're getting them out of there. And they're claiming they're going to take our stuff down. We saw what happened. 6 of their little speedboats is beneath the ocean right now. There have been multiple destroyers in the straits right now and a whole bunch of equipment just to navigate and protect personnel who are moving through the strait. So it remains to be seen. I would take the side of the U.S. right now instead of propaganda from the Iranian government. So let me know what you think inside the comments. All right, motivators, if you enjoy what you've seen and heard, please like, comment, share, but most importantly, subscribe to A Black Veteran's Perspective. Stay motivated.